our dreams we can't deny. No, ripping holes in each other's seams to find you and I. Let us ride this Jekyll and Hyde without knowing life's between the lines. We remain in a cage, we need no escape. We're bound to take your place beside me. The heart you beat, the heart you hold, the two entwined. Come undone, the night becomes with you beside me. Hail the queen, says the king as we collide. Heaven knows you belong beside me.
Well, let's get into this interview. Alright, so I want to get into, you just released this album about a month ago. It was Valentine's Day, correct?
Yeah. We released the track from it. We're getting ready to release that in the coming months. Kind of teasing it out there because it's a brand new sound for East of Eli.
Right, and this album and this track, it really encompasses the journey through life, and there's a lot of symbolism throughout, and I'd really like you just to explain that to, your fans and to anyone that's listening to it.
Sure. Well, I guess the first thing is, music, it's like, it really is a universal language. We've all heard that before, but I take that really seriously, and my artistry is based on purpose, not just creativity.
The song Nowhere, which that's when you released Valentine's Day, correct?
That's correct.
Perfect timing, a love letter to your wife on Valentine's Day. What is more romantic than that? But yeah, she actually had a little vocals on that track, correct?
She did, and I do have to be honest, the reason Valentine's Day, yes, perfect release time, but it also saved me like $2,000 from getting like a ring or diamonds or something, so. I won't say that I didn't have a gift picked out, and so I was just like, hey, we'll release the song. No, yeah, so my wife, who, you guys, if you watch Supergirl, if you don't, you should, but she's on that. She plays Alex Danvers, and she was like on Grey's Anatomy for 5 seasons and whatnot. I'm always trying to express myself with her, my love for her, and it's hard because it's like, I love her so much, and with our careers, we're kind of constantly apart, but yet we're closer than ever, so we really appreciate the quality time that we do get. And lately it's just been nuts because of all the stuff, the touring and just kind of getting ready for things. So that song, when I wrote it with my producers and co-write, we were sitting there and it was just going to be me. And I started thinking, I'm like, no, this song is about Kyler.
Did she agree right away?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
She
no hesitation?
No, because first off, she's my #1 fan, but beyond that, she loves to sing. I think secretly, if she could, she would just tour the world and stick around with EOE, and we just go all over the world together.
And also, you have a couple songs dedicated to other family members, like your children.
Yeah.
I want to talk about one specific song towards your son.
Yeah.
Can you describe a little bit about that?
Yeah. So that one's called Lost Transmission, which is the title track, right? The album's called Lost Transmission, and my son is amazing. He has some hurdles in life because he deals with ADHD, and he's also high functioning autism, so like Asperger's. And so a lot of times it's hard to get his attention. And Lost Transmission is a beautiful track, and a special one because it's kind of a throwback to Joshua Tree, U2, but with a modern twist on it now, like a more cinematic folk pop sound. And so it gets his attention because he loves music. And
exactly. Music as a therapy.
That's right. It's true though, and he loves like DJ and stuff like that. Like he's really into producing stuff, but he's really hard-headed too. It's like you try to get him to do something, and he's like, no, I got it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just write like the most powerful, heartfelt song and give the message that I want for him. Put in this little time capsule called Lost Transmission, and hopefully, like throughout the days, no matter what happens moving forward, he has that.
I strongly believe in music as a therapy and just music being powerful.
Yes.
And I think that's what this album encompasses. Yes. Every song.
Thank you.
Is directed towards some type of purpose, and
yeah.
I really like that. All right, so let's keep this moving. What were your tour stops along the way for this album?
Well, right now we literally just started it because we just released, obviously, like you said, in Valentine's Day, Nowhere. We're just getting ready to release the second one. So we just started, Troubadour. We're going to New York next, Boston, Baltimore.
Boston, that's where some of you are from, right?
Yeah.
Old stomping grounds.
Old stomping grounds.
Yeah, looking forward to that one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's next month, and then in May we're actually going overseas, going to Liverpool, and we're going to play the Cavern Club over there, which is an iconic venue in itself. It's where the Beatles really became big,
That's
became
awesome.
known. I'm excited because is John Lennon's sister owns the place?
Yeah.
So I can't wait to meet her.
So how did you guys get involved on this album and this track, and how long, have you guys been together?
Well, East of Eli really is Nathan's baby, and I think music has been alongside just in his life for many, many years. But he reached out to me back in 2008, 2009 for some guitar lessons, and we started the ball rolling from there, and we produced some songs, we co-wrote some songs together. Jorge joined along in 2012, and we joined with current producers and writers, Jordan Wright,
and
about
Excel.
a year ago, and Excel.
And Johan, I came to him, I've been playing guitar since I was 13, but I was like, hey, I don't want to step up my game, can you, and this guy's just he kills it, right? He can play like anything. And
Give us a little taste of that.
yeah,
What do you need?
What Gypsy? What do you want? You want some Django Reinhardt? Like it's on a 12
Give us your
string.
best.
Oh,
Short little
Django
snippet.
Reinhardt
10
on the
seconds.
12th
On a 12 string. That is like
No,
also.
how about some blues, man?
Okay.
10
There we
second
go.
little riff.
Okay.
Yeah. You can take it around the world on that
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah.
Nice job, brother.
That was good. That was good. And you as well?
Well, I came in originally as a producer. So in the first album, Johan introduced me to Nathan, brought me into the family, because it's really how we operate at this point. And we co-wrote, produced, and engineered the songs for him. And then when we came around to this kind of second round of EOE and finding a fresh sound, it really would just expanded the family, which was beautiful. We brought in other producers, other writers that have talents that we didn't have, and that complement talents that they don't have what we do, and it just became this beautiful collective creative process. And that's what gives power to all the work we've been doing together.
Yeah, and I love this constant theme of family,
That's what it is.
That's how
It's a
you should
band of brothers.
look at everyone, your family.
That's what, because you learn so much along the way. I mean, look, I really do believe in that whole concept. It's a business concept, but I believe in it for a creative concept, which is, if you're the smartest person in the room, get out the room. But I'm a connector, I mean, that's what, my one goal in life, it's real simple. I want to leave the world a better place than when I first arrived.
And going off of that, I know that you are working on a project right now that, is gearing towards that. So do you want to talk a little bit about your charity project that you're doing with your wife?
Yes, I'd sort of like this though. Hold on. Can I put my foot on this wall? Is that okay?
Go for it.
So that hashtag True Dad. Okay.
True dad.
True Dad.
Do that.
We started that hashtag last week. I kid you not. And my wife and Johan and I with great purpose, And so we started this thing called charitypulse.com. It's charitypulse.com. You can check it out. But Kyla and I have literally poured our own money into it, like a lot of money into it, to get it off the ground, because we believe so wholeheartedly in, creators for social change and using your creativity with purpose and your passion, with purpose to do something to affect change in the world. And so there's amazing articles and people writing all the time. And Kyla wrote a beautiful article called "Your Stripes Are Beautiful," and it's on charitypulse.com. You should read it. It's really having an effect. I mean, that hashtag is now at 300 and what thousand?
380,000 on
week.
Instagram, and we started this thing on Twitter, and it just really blew up, And I love what you said about giving a voice to this generation. I think the millennials and kids born in the
Bad
21st
rap.
century,
It's
we have
wrong.
bad rap, right? And
It's
on
not
top
wrong.
of that, social media is changing the whole world in communication and information. And the amount of just bad content and bad news and bad info that there's out there that is flooding, especially in the current climate at many different levels, it's just, it will destroy my day depending on how I pick up this thing up and what is on there, right? And that's horrible. And True That is about bringing back the focus, raising awareness, hopefully to
Having
things
fun
that,
with it though, obviously,
Of
at
course,
the same time.
of
It's like,
course,
we don't
yeah.
want
I mean,
to
you
drag
have-
people
and-
down.
You
and
have that hashtag True That,
It's
you know,
the
it's
spelling,
like,
you know.
I mean, we have fun with it, so it's like, hey,
Yeah.
having the best day of my life, so, you know.
but you're like,
hashtag
True That, this
Yeah.
is what this means.
That's right.
you know?
And the whole
Like,
thing kind of started, I don't know if we want to go there, but
I don't think we have enough time to go there, so.
But
Another day, another day.
Another
all right,
day.
all right, all right.
But no, I
You guys do your
strongly
research.
support it. True That, I support it.
Hashtag True That.
Hashtag True That. And like I said, I strongly support that, and I hope that takes off. I think it will take off. You know, this early on, having that many, blowing up to second trending topic. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a foreshadow of what's gonna happen
Yep.
in a couple months,
Well,
a couple
and
weeks.
it's not about us, right? So that's the thing, is like,
Exactly. Yeah.
we're not trying to piggyback off this idea. It's like, look, you don't know, like I said, you don't know how long you have to run for, right? So it's like, give everything you got, and hopefully it connects with some people, and hopefully it inspires change in them and passion in them to go do it, because we can't do it alone. And it's not about us, it's about passing the baton and everyone continually doing their part. If everyone does their part,
It's a family.
we can solve these issues. That's right.
Yeah.
It's a global family.
It's a global family. That's what I mean. You know, that's how we gotta look at each other. But you know, I think you're putting out great stuff right now, and with this album and with this project. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what all of you guys accomplish next. And good luck on your tours in
Thank
the future
you.
and abroad. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. And that's a wrap for this Sunglass Secret Session.
Sunglasses.
You're probably questioning why we look like this, but it's alright. Alright.
Awesome.
When the earth begins to break and I fall through, and the depths take my side and I cannot find my way, when I'm buried underneath